Now I think these look a little bit like hair trimmers. I don't know if you agree, hair clippers. So what could possibly go wrong? So welcome to stage 68. In this stage we're going to be adding another part to the lower right leg. So let's do a parts check before we begin. So piece number 67-1 is 3 ball joints, and there they are there. So they're on a sprue, you can tell they're plastic, and they'll obviously need to be cut off. 67-2, I think this is 67-2. This is an ankle joint upper, but we will find out which one is which, because this is 67-3 possibly, which is the ankle joint lower, and I haven't figured out. I think it might go this way, so this might be the upper joint. I don't know. We will figure it out as we build it. And then lastly, we have 2 sets of screws. We have 4 PB 1.7 by 6mm, which are going to be the black thinner ones, and we have 3 PB 2 by 6mm screws, which is the fatter white silver ones. Right, so on to step 1. Remove the 3 ball joints 67-1 from the frame, smooth any rough edges. So I'm going to be using my micro nippers, which I have found to be extremely good, extremely expensive, but they are extremely good. And what I particularly like about them is that more often than not, these actually eliminate the need for files. So that is beautifully smooth. So let's cut these ones off, and they really do make short work of things. Some people may not warrant buying expensive equipment, but sometimes they do make the job so much easier. You know, if you spend an extra £3 or £4 and it saves you 5 minutes every time you use them, if you put a cost on your time, I think it does all add up. So there's our 3 ball joints, and the next thing we need to do is to take our ankle upper ankle joint 2, which I think is this one, and I know it's this one because you have 3 holes here, and these holes have little notches in them, and that will coincide with these, so they will go in like so, whereas on this one there are no notches. So this is our upper joint, and what we're going to do, it's asking us to put in all 3 joints, but I've got a feeling it might be easy if we don't put them all in together, because you know what's coming next. We're putting these ball joints in, we've got a pack of screws, so I think we know what's coming. And yes, what's coming next is we need to turn these upside down, and you see 2 of them have fallen out. So although it says to put all 3 in, I'm actually going to tell you to put 1 in at a time, and I'm going to do this one first. And the screws that we need is the PB 1.7 screws, which is going to be the black screws. Don't know why they've given us black screws with silver parts. Perhaps it won't make a difference. So check our screwdriver works before we begin. That one's perfect. So the ball joint is there, so the screw hole is there, and we're just going to screw that one in, and this shouldn't move about because it's got a little tab on it. perfect. That's gone straight in. No mucking about. So we'll get our screw ready for the next one. We'll pop another ball joint into there. We'll screw that down. We're just supporting the ball joint until the screw pulls it inwards, and then it tells us when to stop, which it has done. And then we get our last screw. Ball joint goes into there like so. Place our finger over the top. Whoops, place my finger over a bit too much there. And then there we go. So that's 3 ball joints in place. Absolutely perfect, absolutely solid. So next step is to fit parts 62 and 67.2 and 67.3 together. Note the screw holes in 67.2, which is there, and raised sockets in 67.3, which is here. These should be aligned when the parts are fitted together. So it looks like these are going on like so. Easier said than, there we go. Oh, that's actually gone in very, very easy. Once you've got it lined up, the 2 screw holes there and 2 holes there, it just really easily falls. You've got to fit it because of the angle of this post. You need to bring it in at an angle, look, and you see that's just gone straight in there. So the screws that we need for this are these PB 2x6mm screws. Check our screwdriver fits, hold the part down, bring our screwdriver in there, and I was about to say I wasn't sure if my screwdriver would fit into that small space, but as you can see, it's gone in perfect. So I'm not going to attach that all the way, I'm just going to put it in, you know me, just enough to bite. And then I'm going to pop this screw into the second hole, like so. Then I'm going to check our parts are still aligned, which they are. Obviously this is loose because I haven't put the screw in properly. So now that we're happy with the parts being aligned, we'll just finish this part off. And it's plastic, so we're letting the screw tell us when it's in enough, and there's no movement there, so I'm happy with that. And that is the stage complete, and I think that that's actually a rather good little stage there. So this is the first parts of the ankle joint have been assembled, and I don't know which way round. I think it's going to go this way, isn't it? But yeah, now I'm very, very happy with that. So that's it then for this stage. The next stage is 68, fitting the ankle joint to the right leg, and I hope I can catch you next week. Take care guys, bye bye.